Have you ever looked at your bank account after a completely normal month and wondered where all your money went? You didn't buy anything crazy, no major shopping sprees or luxury vacations, just the regular stuff. Groceries, a few meals out, maybe a new phone because your old one was getting a little slow. These seem like normal expenses, and yet, somehow, you're sitting there thinking you should have way more money left over than you actually do. The thing is, and this is what most people don't realize until it's way too late, a lot of the stuff we buy today just isn't worth it anymore. Not even close. Prices have gone completely insane on things that used to be reasonable, and we're all just sort of going along with it because that's what everyone else does. If you want to stop feeling broke all the time and actually figure out where your hard-earned cash should be going, you need to reevaluate these common traps. Let's start with something that's probably going to make some people defensive, but it needs to be said. Fast food isn't cheap anymore. It just isn't. Remember when fast food was the thing you got because it was quick and affordable? That was the whole point. You could grab a burger and fries for a few bucks and be on your way. Those days are completely gone. Now you're looking at 12, 15, sometimes $20 for a meal at McDonald's or Burger King. Think about that. $20 for fast food. That's not even sitting down at a real restaurant with actual plates and someone bringing you water. You're standing at a counter or sitting in your car eating out of a paper bag, and it's costing you the same as a decent meal at a casual dining place would have cost just a few years ago. The value proposition has completely disappeared. You're paying premium prices for food that's still the same quality it always was, which is to say, not great. And people are doing it anyway because it's convenient, and we've all just accepted that this is normal now. But it gets even worse when you think about eating out at actual sit-down restaurants. This used to be something you could do pretty regularly without destroying your budget. Maybe once or twice a week you'd go out for dinner, no big deal. Now, going out to eat has become this luxury expense that adds up so fast, it's genuinely shocking. You sit down, order a couple of entrees, maybe an appetizer, definitely drinks because why not? And before you know it, you're looking at a bill that's $70, $80, or $90 for two people for one single meal. And that's at a place that's not even fancy. Then you add the tip, because of course you're tipping, and suddenly you've spent $100 on dinner. That's $100 gone forever. You can't get it back. It's not like you bought something that holds value. You ate some food and now it's over. There's nothing wrong with enjoying a meal out, but when you're doing this multiple times a week, like a lot of people are, you're talking about thousands of dollars every year just disappearing into restaurant bills for food that, honestly, you could have made at home for a fraction of the cost. Then we have to talk about cars, specifically brand new cars. This one drives me crazy because the math is so obvious and yet people keep doing it. Buying a new car is one of the worst financial decisions you can make. The moment you drive a new car off the dealer's lot, it loses something like 20% of its value instantly. You haven't even gotten home yet and you're already down thousands of dollars. Then it just keeps depreciating, losing more value every single year, while you're probably making massive monthly payments on it because most people finance cars these days. You're paying high interest on top of a high purchase price for something that is actively becoming worth less and less every day. It's the absolute opposite of an investment. It's just burning money. People do it because they want that new car smell and the feeling of having the latest model to show off to their neighbors. But if you're a normal person trying to build wealth, buying new cars is going to keep you poor. A 3 or 4-year-old used car is going to be just as reliable, get you to the same places, and cost half as much because someone else already took that massive depreciation hit for you. Then there's the clothing trap, specifically branded luxury clothing and designer labels. I'm not saying all expensive clothing is a waste. Sometimes you need quality items that last, like a well-made pair of boots or a heavy winter coat. But that's not what most people are buying when they buy expensive clothes. They're buying logos and brand names. They're buying the ability to tell people they own something from a luxury brand, and they're paying absolutely insane markups for it. You can buy a plain white t-shirt for $10, or you can buy essentially the same shirt with a designer logo on it for $200. It's the same cotton, probably made in the same factory, and yet people will pay that extra $190 because they think it makes them look successful. Meanwhile, nobody's actually impressed. They might notice the logo, sure, but it's not changing their real opinion of you. You're just going into credit card debt to buy designer jeans and expensive sneakers because marketing convinced you that you need these things to be worth something as a person. It's the same thing with vacations. Taking a vacation used to be affordable if you were smart about it. You'd find a decent flight, stay at a budget hotel, and eat at local spots. But now vacations have become this high-stakes social media competition. People see everyone else posting luxury resort photos and they think they need to do the same thing. So they book a trip they can't really afford, put the whole thing on a credit card, and spend the next 2 years paying it off with 25% interest. All that stress just for 1 week of collecting experiences that they can't even enjoy because they're worried about the bill. We also have to look at the hidden bleeding of subscription services. Everyone has 5 or 6 of them now. Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, HBO, Amazon, Spotify. Each one is only $15 a month, but when you add them all up, you're paying $100 a month just for digital entertainment. That's $1,200 a year for television. Then there are the gym memberships people pay for and never use, or the premium versions of apps they don't need. It's a constant drain on your account that you barely notice until you look at the total. And don't get me started on electronics. People line up every single year to spend $1,000 on a new phone when their current phone works perfectly fine. A slightly better camera or a faster processor isn't going to change your life, but it will definitely change your bank balance. Tech companies have figured out how to make you feel like you're falling behind if you don't have the latest gadget, but the reality is that a 2-year-old phone does everything the new one does. From financing furniture like it's a car to buying specialized kitchen gadgets you use once a year, we are surrounded by ways to waste money on things that depreciate. The solution isn't that complicated. Stop trying to keep up with everyone else. Stop falling for marketing that tells you need the newest, shiny version of everything. Cook at home more, keep your car until it actually dies, cut the subscriptions you don't use, buy generic products, and stop trying to look rich so that you can actually start being wealthy. Every dollar you spend on impressing strangers is a dollar that's not working for your freedom. You can either have the appearance of wealth or actual financial security, but for most people, you can't have both. Choose wisely.